Hey y'all, it's your boy Foreign IQ, and we're back again with another episode of the Announce Yourself podcast, where each week we place the spotlight directly on Black-owned brands and businesses for each guest to have a shot at winning free promo for their brand all season 2 long. Well, how do they win, Q? Easy. Each guest will compete in 10 fire rounds of dropping knowledge, bringing the vibes, and making us have a good time. But it doesn't end there. What do you have to do? Help them run it up by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Now, let me get the Birdman hands for y'all. Today's guest, I have none other than the Sweet Treat King himself, Eastside's finest, Mr. Cakes by Keon.
Yes.
Keon, what it do, man?
Nothing much.
Tell
oh my
us, why did you start this?
God. Honestly, it was just what I was destined to do. I've been doing food since I was 6 years old. So it just came into play. Everything kind of worked out every single year. And then I'm here.
Yes. That's dope. So, Cakes by Keon. How long have you been in business?
I have actually been selling cakes for over 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
30 years. Y'all hear that? That's not overnight success. Most people think
Yeah.
when they see you, they think you did it overnight, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
30 years is not overnight.
Oh, no. No.
That's not overnight. So that means you was selling cakes. You was in business before social media.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I don't even need social media. I'm already so big and I
Yes.
know all the avenues of marketing. And I think that's why a lot of people fail, because they think that it's only based on social media.
Got you. Wow. 30 years. I did not know it was 30 years.
Yeah.
That's
30
crazy.
years.
You barely look 30 years old.
Of course. The fuck?
I like real talk. Like, what's in the cake? Like, you got a secret ingredient in the cake? I know you do.
Okay.
Because I had one for my birthday, and let me tell y'all. Let me get into it. That red velvet, baby. Yes. I don't know what you put in there. Y'all missing out. So you ready to get into these rounds?
Of course.
Okay. So have you heard about the 10 rounds? So you got to drop some knowledge. I got 10 different questions, 10 different, just different things to
Okay.
tie in how you market your business, how you interact with your customers, your employees, and just what all entails, what all is made up of Cakes by Keon.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Round 1,
Okay.
the sweet spot.
Okay.
All right. Keon, take us from your first cake sale to now. What's your average monthly revenue, if you want to share it,
Ooh,
and how much of that? Ooh, hey, you want to announce
You
yourself?
trying to get the people all in my motherfucking business. Now, wait a minute, goddammit. Okay. Ooh, shit. Okay, so what's the first part of the question? So
Gotcha.
okay.
Yes. So the first part of the question is, what's your average monthly revenue? And that's if you want to share it.
Okay. So I don't mind sharing, because I have put in a lot of work into my business, and it's very important, to be. I think it's always like an open book, because there are so many people that need real information, especially in Atlanta. A lot of people are just giving out fake information. So, if I really want to just get some money, I can probably average about $60,000 a month.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Now, you talk a lot about accepting EBT.
Mm-hmm.
What percentage of that?
Okay, so now, baby, you try to get it. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody else. It has to be basic EBT questions, because I'm not gonna get these bitches no free goddamn business class. But
Yeah.
we make a lot on EBT.
Good enough
We
for
make
me.
a lot. Yes.
Good
If they
enough for
want to
me.
find the percentages, they can call me and give me my 10K. I will help them get approved. Otherwise, they can try to figure it out and they'll never get approved.
Ooh.
Because I'm the only person in Atlanta to take food stamps
Wow.
for custom cakes. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. He killed he killed that, y'all. He killed that.
Baby, he came in here trying to get all my
Well,
motherfucking
I mean,
business up, bitch. I thought I was coming in here for a goddamn TV show.
yeah,
But go ahead, go ahead.
We
Come
got
on.
to spice it up.
Okay,
We got
come
to
on.
open it up with some spice. Round 2.
Okay.
East Side versus everybody.
Okay.
Would you rather cater a celebrity wedding in Buckhead or feed 500 families on County Road for free?
Whoo, child. Baby, Big Daddy don't do shit for free. Baby, it must be a big ass motherfucking promo, some free billboards, some TV time, and everything else. 500 families, baby. And baby, these people have 5 or 6 people in their apartments. So it's
Not me.
what?
Yeah.
That you about to make the East Side leave me alone.
No free cake.
We can do 100 people.
Okay. Well,
There
that's
we
a
go.
compromise. That's a
Yeah.
compromise. So 100 families. Now, round 3.
Okay.
Cake wars. A customer wants a 3-tier cake, but only has $75. Do you hook them up with a smaller cake, teach them about payment plans, or roast them gently?
I will definitely give them a smaller cake that fits their budget in a very professional way. But most of the time, if they come in like that with a 3-tier picture and $75, then I need to send them to Walmart or Publix.
Oh,
You know, everybody isn't my customer.
their target audience.
Yeah, it's the target audience, baby. Baby, food stamps, EBT, the people that's gonna pay.
Gonna pay. I
Yeah.
get that. Know your audience. Wow. Okay. Hey, Mr. Cakes by Keon himself. He's showing y'all how he do the damn thing. So don't come half stepping.
Okay.
Round 4. Name that flavor. We got 3 mystery ingredients. After hearing all 3, you have to come up with the name of the cake flavor. I got Don Julio, mayonnaise, and black pepper.
And black pepper. Oh baby, that's not even a goddamn. That's not that I'm about to put together, baby. Shit, the fuck? There's no name. There's your stomach gonna be fucked up.
Okay, so if it's your stomach gonna be toe up, then
Yeah, baby, that's what it is, Mr. Toe Up.
yeah, okay, the Mr. Toe up. Y'all got the round 5.
Okay.
Hood Yelp reviews. Read that
Okay.
review and tell me what your response would be.
Well, can I read this out loud for the people? It says, "Why y'all cakes so pricey? Kroger has $10 sheet cakes." Well, baby, that's where you should be at in the first motherfucking place. You on my motherfucking page. You came all the way to do a Yelp review on me and just left out of Kroger for a $10 goddamn sheet cake. And this had to be a goddamn, what Tamar Bryson said, a big bad Cadillac bitch that put this shit on my page. Okay? The fuck?
Stay
I'm
off.
about to tear this card up.
Wow. Hey, y'all big back Cadillacs, stay at Kroger.
Okay?
And nothing against big back people. My back be big sometimes
I
too.
love them.
Yeah, I love big backs.
Keep me
baby.
open.
Yes. Keep you open, yes.
Yes.
Keep the lights on.
Shit, you can't even get yourself together.
Round 6.
Okay.
Cake hustle. What's your biggest challenge you face in the cake business?
I'll say honestly, in the beginning, it was getting the gay community to support my business. And see, I had to do so. What I did was 1 year for Gay Pride because the gays did not want to support my shit. I got a bad bitch out there, changed the name of my business, and we sold out in 30 minutes. I collected my motherfucking money and I left when it was over at Club Rain.
Oh. I remember Rain too. But so you actually changed the name. That was a dope little marketing strategy because You said you sold out in about 30 minutes.
And the first year I didn't sell nothing.
Now let's back up though. Family, LGBTQ, IA plus. Why y'all not supporting our brother? See, y'all got to stop that shit. Support each other.
Yes.
That's the only way we gonna get the outside support, right? When they see the love on the inside, they know it's tight knit. That's the only way we are able to, make moves on the outside, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy that you had to do all of that just to get the support. But anyway, that's crazy. Round 7. Baker's Gamble.
Okay.
You can get a shout out from Gucci or win a small business grant for $10,000. Which one you going with?
I'm gonna take my $10,000 because I can shout myself out, baby. Shit. I don't need nobody to shout me. I can get on there and do my own marketing and do what I need to do to get the people to do what they need to do.
Y'all heard it from Keon himself. He is his own megaphone, all right? And that's why he's on the Announce Yourself podcast. So if you got a brand, if you got a business, you don't all the time need somebody else to, put your business out there, put your brand, be your biggest cheerleader, right? Because ain't nobody going to do it like you can, all right? There you go. Round 8. You flying through these rounds.
Because these questions are for these basic bitches that you been dealing with, baby. You had me come over here, a motherfucker with some money, and you must have definitely been fucking with some bitches that's in goddamn storefronts or something, baby. What the fuck? You fucking with rental bitches.
So, I mean, people
And they're not gonna want to come after me. Baby, they
Don't
talking.
leave my seat so hot, Keon. You ain't got to leave the seat so hot. I ain't know you was gonna do to people like that. But hey, you the cake boss. That's why you the cake boss. Round 8.
Okay.
Rhyme time. Name a theme song that would describe your day-to-day operations. Think about your customers, think about your employees, and what you have to do.
A theme song would probably the customers, the employees, the bullshit. Probably like what's that song by hit that bitch with a bottle?
I don't fight. I don't. Or you went back right there. I just hit. Okay.
It's definitely.
It's a nitty beat.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you old school ratchet. You know
what it is.
You old school ratchet. It's a nitty beat. Round 9.
Okay.
Recipe to riches. What's the most slept on cake flavor that sells out?
Well, I can't say because the people they are so in their mind, and they only really buy red velvet all day, every day.
That's
we
why I can't
cannot
get
keep
none.
enough red velvet.
That's
They
why I
buy it
can't
all
ever
day,
get
every
none.
day.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you think that comes from? Like, because of course that's a black thing, right? It's a black thing. Is it because everybody swears their grandmama makes the best red velvet? Like, where do you think that comes from?
I think that's where it come from.
It has to be because I think black people's go-to cake would be either pound cake or red velvet.
We sell it out every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red velvet and pound cake.
So which one would you say has the lead?
They are both neck and neck. We sell out every day.
Of those two?
Of those two. Yeah.
Dang.
People will come and buy. I think a lady came one day last week and bought like 100.
100 what?
Cupcakes.
Of
the red velvet half and then a mixture of everything else. Yeah.
Dang.
They really love that red velvet. It's a winner.
No, but that red velvet is A1. Like, I had just came from the gym. And it was on my birthday. It was last week. I had just came from the gym, and he had bought me one of. I was telling you, he had bought me one of the red velvets, and he was like, you gotta eat it. I was like, no, not right now. Man, he bit into that goddamn cupcake, and I just saw how moist it
Oh
was
yeah, we
left
bake
on
them
it.
every day.
I was like,
Yeah.
I said,
Every
yeah,
day.
I think I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that. He went upstairs, and I went ahead and like, yeah. You remember I brought it to you? Why are you already on round 10? It is what it is. Sugar-coated wisdom.
Okay.
Give new bakers one real tip that they won't find on Instagram.
Be yourself. Because they already see so many people already successful, so they want to follow behind that model. And I'm pretty sure people gonna watch this, some of my cake friends. So I was known as the baker that'll get online and be like, oh, fuck you, bitch. Bring your motherfucking food stamps down here, hold all that. And the people that were already up here was like, oh, no, he ghetto, and you don't want that. And he be in a lot of drama, and he real petty, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, shit. And they would not fuck with me.
Really?
But now, up here,
Yeah.
I still succeeded. I have storefronts. I have done a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And now it's kind of like, I watch those same people now online cussing.
They doing what you were doing.
I got so many people that told me stop cussing online on Facebook when Facebook was popular.
Yeah.
Then Instagram came out.
Yeah.
You gotta stop cussing. You gotta stop saying bitch and all that. I'm like, no, this is my brand.
Yeah.
And those same people now, they kids online doing the same thing but more vulgar. And they
Yeah.
actually kind of stopped talking to me. Cause when you try to stop me from doing like the cussing, doing all this stuff, now your child is doing it and making a small income. You don't want to just come to me and say, I was wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I see a lot of people that I thought would never even do cakes are now doing cupcakes and cakes. And I'm not even bothered because I always try to tell them I got a storefront. I take EBT. Like, I'm nationwide. So it don't matter how many cakes you make at your home. It's not going to hurt my business.
Period.
Yeah.
It's crazy that people would attack you for your branding, your marketing, instead of just picking up the phone and say, why you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like what makes you, like, can you, what makes you do that? Trying to understand first rather than attacking.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think, rest his soul, I think he passed, but you remember the cussing pastor? He was coming, he was, of course, like trying to deliver a word. And I'm not saying like, pastor should be cussing, but everybody cuss.
Yeah.
They may not do it in public, but they cuss. You know what I'm saying? And he was ridiculed a lot for cussing until other people started doing it, and then it was deemed okay. So I guess when you're a trendsetter, you always gonna get the fire, right? You're always gonna catch the heat first before it takes off. But that's that comes with the territory of being a trendsetter.
Oh, yeah.
So kudos to you for having all these motherfuckers cussing while they cooking cake. Only Keon could do that, right? Wow. All right. So you flew through these rounds. And usually people don't go through my rounds that fast. Usually, but it's all right. Because I still got something for your ass. I got the bonus round. It's
okay.
AKA announce yourself, AKA the last slice.
Okay.
Tease your next 2025 move without saying it.
My next 2025 move?
Without saying it.
So how am I going to tease it if I can't say it?
That's why it's called a tease.
I'll just say TV.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, are you doing like sitcom? You doing reality, or that's too much?
It's reality.
Okay. I could see you in reality TV. Like you have the calmness, because a lot of people, again, going back to talking about like you cussing online, but in person you're such a very calm person. You know what I'm saying? You very like laid back, reserved, and if somebody got around you and they only saw you on social media and they didn't expect, they would expect that, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a day where people think social media is 100% your life, right?
Yeah.
Or how that person operates, when it's really a job for most people.
And it's very scary when people come up to me doing that shit.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, and you be like, what? Oh, bitch. I'm like, what? Baby, like, no, get the fuck.
How often do you get that?
A lot.
I'm sure.
A lot. But it's really a lot.
But it's because you have a big personality online. And so that energy translates. I mean, again, when you're a trendsetter, when you can give off that. See, you are a professional. You know how to turn it off and turn it on. You know how to cut it on and cut it off. But again, people who see you up here and they are down here, they are trying to mimic what they see. Because like you said, be yourself. When you're looking at people who've already made it in your eyes or where you want to be, right, you think, again, back to 30 years, that didn't come overnight. You had to try multiple things, I'm sure. You had to try multiple things until it clicked, right? Until it just took off.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't. It clicked every time.
It really? So
I'm being like dead ass serious.
Yeah.
It clicked everything that I did is just all about consistency. Because he told me and him talked.
Yeah.
I used to sell cupcakes out my car. And it'd be a crowd. I mean, at least 50, 60 people at Quick Trip buying cake. And then I said, okay, I need to figure out how to take this to the next level. And then I just stayed consistent, begging somebody to let me rent a space.
Wow.
And it went there. And then it went to the next space, and then the next space. And so I always tell people, like, everything is ordained by God. So every place that I went, that's where I needed to be at that time. My other location, not the one I'm in now, but the one before, when I made millions out of that spot, that people like, what? How in the hell can it happen? But it did, and then once again, God came in and said, this ain't it. And in 3 days, I found my own location and bought it in 3 months.
Wow.
So
that's inspiring.
Yeah.
Wow. Speaking of your new location, would you offer other business owners the opportunity to franchise Cakes by Keon?
No, because other people are too shady. They too shady. I did a seafood spot with somebody. Well, actually, this lady stole my seafood business plan, opened up right beside me at my other location, spent $80,000 on getting it together. It did not work out. She had to sell it to me for $20,000, and then I made $20,000 on the first month that I bought it from her. But I went in business with somebody who didn't know how hard I worked, and they couldn't keep up, so I had to close it down in a year. But my location I'm at now I'm helping somebody because it's a commercial duplex. So I actually rent that other side out to a salon.
Okay.
So, yeah, that franchise stuff, you got to be careful because people, they too shady. Because do you know how franchise work?
I mean,
the basic stuff.
Yeah.
They'll buy into it, and then they'll sell your product, and then you still get a percentage off of their total,
Right.
But a person would take your recipes, open up, and then be like, okay, you getting too much, and then change the name from Cakes by Keon to Cakes by Stonecrest Mall. And ain't nothing you can do about it because now they have that recipe. And recipes can't be, what is it called? When you take something, like say if you create something and then you send it off to be, patent.
Oh, gotcha.
A recipe can't be patent.
Because they're common ingredients.
Well, because like say if I need 3 eggs and 2 cups of water, if a person else saying, well, I'm putting 4 eggs in there.
Got you. They can always
They don't
tailor
create
it.
it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they could be lying. You don't know what they put in there. So it just ain't worth me
It's hard
losing
to
out
measure
on
it.
the
Yeah.
millions that I don't. It just ain't. I ain't greedy for no money.
So why didn't you have them sign like a non-compete or like an
Okay,
NDA
but
or
then
something?
they could get around. They gonna get around it. Cause even with
So you saying people just shady, period.
oh
Like,
yeah, even with when I bought into Daiquiri Factory at Stockbridge, and then I pulled out. But do you know the lady who owns it? She
Yeah.
owns it. You know, Daiquiri Factory.
the same
Blue.
one up in
All
Midtown?
them, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, she can sell that location as is, already ready. Take her sign down, and they can put up a new sign, the Daiquiri spot.
Whatever, yeah.
You see, so
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
it's
If somebody wants to, they're gonna find a workaround.
right. So
basically.
instead, you just give me $50K for each recipe I give you, and then it's you do what you do.
Do what you so basically like you're selling a license to it.
Correct.
Okay. So you license your recipes.
You can do a
Well-
lot of stuff. I don't sell mine currently, but you know, if I did, I just go that route. But it really be more than $50K because you gonna make that.
So the bottom line is you would rather license your recipes versus franchise.
Oh yeah, because
I feel
don't pay me on the back end. You ain't gonna never pay me.
Yeah.
How many people owe you?
Oh.
Motherfuckers ain't paying nobody out here. Shit, Tasha K still ain't paying Cardi B the fuck.
Hey, pay them goddamn people. Hey, you crazy.
Yeah, I'm crazy and smart as fuck, and that's
Hey,
what I fuck
yeah,
people up.
And that's what it's about.
Okay, they be like, "Oh, he country. He don't know no better. He's slow." Until them coins come in,
That's all, hey.
and then it's like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
this motherfucker don't got me."
Got their attention. Got their attention. Yes, sir. What could you do with a $200,000 marketing budget?
I think a $200,000 marketing budget is, first off, way too much money. The same thing I could do with 200, I could do with 20K. Cause I mean, it's not a lot to do anymore. Like billboards, you don't get no money. You don't make money off billboards. It's just saying I have enough money to buy a billboard. People not coming to your location off no billboard, unless it's, you know, you're putting out the martyrs, the billboards, the commercials. It has to be a whole package. 411 pain. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be a whole package, and then it's not guaranteed that that's gonna get your money back. When you can take half of that 20K and go give all these influencers $1,000, and then you known worldwide, and then keep on paying to be on the Shade Room. Like I found out that all these other celebrities they're paying to be on there,
Got you.
which is only $1,500 per post.
Yeah. I did a Shade Room post before.
Yeah.
It's still $1,500 because that was like 6 years ago.
Really? Oh, it should, because I think it was like 2 years ago, a year ago when I reached out.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you don't need $200,000. You don't need $1 million. You only need 20,000.
20,000. Shit. 10,000. I can goddamn put that motherfucker into a goddamn what?
So you can get your money back. Yeah, but
Baby.
no, that makes sense. Like you said, unless you are having a full rollout and you doing, like you said, all the, like you gave the example of the 411 pain.
Yeah.
When you riding through Atlanta, you see them on the back of every MARTA bus. You see them on just about every radio station. I will hear them on just about every radio station. So that makes sense. I did radio ads one time. That was like $1,500 a week. I did it with what's the hood radio station, 94.5.
I think I might have used them one time.
Yeah. That was like $1,500, and people would because I always would ask people like, how did you find out about me? And they would say, I heard it on the radio. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's good to know where your money coming back to you.
But then, I mean, in reality, you know, even though we're doing this podcast and you're doing your thing, if somebody gave you $200,000, then you did all this marketing, are you even ready for that type of? You see what I'm saying? If somebody did that to me, I'm not even ready for that. I don't even need that.
Yeah.
People don't even want to work.
Well,
So now you got to build a team of people that don't even want to work. So you'll spend $200,000 on the market. It's like, oh my God, and then your shit still go crash.
do you feel like people don't want to work because of freedom or because of finances?
I think they don't want to work because of freedom.
Okay.
Them hoes don't want to work. It don't matter. I've
COVID did
tried to
that,
pay
though.
people $20 an hour and they still don't want to come to work.
I feel like COVID did that.
Yeah,
Like,
people don't want to work. They're okay with being broke.
wow. Y'all okay with being broke? Cause I ain't. 30 years you had to put in some work. And everybody want to be bosses now, right? Or everybody want to call themselves a boss. This shit don't just fall in your lap. Like
It don't.
like you say, you have to be consistent. You have to, you know, continue over your hurdles, over your obstacles, figure out the next move. So that's work, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, and I teach people just real finances because a lot of stuff I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what? I know you probably like, well, Dad, do you know what a money marketing account is?
Yeah, I used to work in the bank.
Okay, so you used to work at the bank. Then how many times did you tell people to put their money over there?
All the time.
Okay. And then after that, how often does their interest go up and down, up and down?
Yeah, it fluctuates. It depends on if you get a fixed rate or if you have a variable rate. But it just depends.
And then it's like, okay, now you got that. Then it's like, nobody told me that you can take your money to banks and force them to give you a certain kind of type of interest.
Yeah, and most people, they can have, I don't know, let's say $10,000, $15,000 sitting in a regular checking account, not making any money. And I would tell them like, hey, we have these like money marketing accounts or just, you know, more aggressive interest bearing accounts that can earn you some money while your money just sitting there. And people would be like, nah, I'm good, you know.
Yeah, because I think one of my biggest mistakes was at one point I had close to $500K in the fucking bank and made maybe $10 on interest.
I know that pissed you off.
Because I didn't know. And it's like, well, wait a minute. And then the motherfuckers told me to put my money in the CD.
Yeah.
Then I said, baby, my money locked up.
It depends on how
And then I
long,
went off on their ass. They had to give me my money out of that motherfucker and the interest it had made. Then I snatched all my money out, took that shit somewhere else, and started making like $1,000 a month just on interest.
They must didn't explain everything to you.
No, they didn't know.
Yeah.
Tellers do not know.
Oh, see that? Yeah. See, that's the difference.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people go to the bank. When you go anywhere, you think those people know what the
Right,
fuck going
yeah.
on. They don't know shit. You're sitting up here talking to a broke bitch that's handling your money.
Well, like you just said, they don't want to work, but people work because they have to, but not necessarily because they're passionate about what it is that they're doing. And when you go, no matter where you go, when you go somewhere to spend your own money, you want somebody that's passionate about their job, even if you're going through the line at Publix, right? And you want to deal with a cheerful person. And I talk
Yeah.
about being cheerful all the time. Like, nobody wants to be around a person that's, you know, just an ass. Especially when it comes to when you spending your money, where you spend your money at. So, what type of legacy do you want to leave?
What kind of legacy? I think I already created my legacy. It's already, you know, I took my money and helped my family and paid off homes and did what I did so I
Yeah.
can make sure that everybody that got kids, now their kids ain't got to worry about nowhere to live because you mortgage free.
Yeah, that's
So,
big.
Yeah.
That's big. Like that's huge because that's how you create that generational wealth, right?
That is how you create generational wealth.
That's big. That's dope.
Yeah.
Look at you, 30 years, the
Yeah.
cake boss himself. Hey, if you are in Atlanta and you haven't stopped by Cakes by Keon, you don't know what you missed. You got the new location. Tell the people where the address is.
The address is 2237 Candler Road in Decatur, Georgia. You can Google us, Cakes by Keon. We're on Instagram, Cakes by Keon. We everywhere. I mean, you're not going to miss us. TikTok, everywhere.
Nice. Yeah. So, anything else you want to leave with the people?
Nope, that's it. They already gave them too much free shit. Baby. Baby, the hoes is not gonna come up off of the me, bitch. They got to call me for some money in the class.
Well, I appreciate you coming on here for me.
I came on here just for you,
Yes,
okay?
I appreciate it. Hey, just no matter what you do, till your last breath, keep making them goddamn good ass red velvet cakes.
Yes.
Okay. I appreciate you coming on here.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Keon.
Yes.
Hey, make sure y'all hit up Cakes by Keon. You can find them on Instagram, TikTok. You still on Facebook?
Yes.
Facebook. Hey, but most importantly, pull up, support our brother. Don't. Hey, we have to support each other. I keep telling y'all every single time, we have to support each other. If we don't, nobody else would do it. Nobody else would do it. Hey, again, I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, brother. Yes, sir. Lights out.
Hey guys, what's up? It is your boy, your favorite Atlanta cake baker. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Baby, if you ain't got none of that shit, just Google us. The address is 2237 Candler Road, Decatur, Georgia, on the motherfucking east side. And we take food stamps. Y'all got to come fuck with us. I'm gonna see y'all soon.